Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video, and today we're gonna be taking a look at Sugar's Daddy Ken from the Barbie movie. And before we start, I'm Chaymie and I like to make toy videos here on my channel, so make sure you like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell if you would like to stay tuned for more toy video content. Alright, here is our Sugar's Daddy Ken. So he retails for $50 in the States, and he was an exclusive to Mattel Creations, and I think you also needed to get a Barbie Signature membership in order to purchase him. But I got mine from Amazon Singapore for around $80, which is the actual retail price for the Asian markets. In terms of packaging, he has the exact same packaging style as all the other deluxe dolls in the series. Now it's time to get my cat paw scissors and bust him out of the box. I actually have a fun little story about getting him, because when he was first revealed as a Mattel Creations exclusive, I was nervous because I don't have good luck with ordering from Mattel Creations, because 3 out of the 5 times I would order, the orders end up being cancelled. So I was like, oh great, there goes my luck. But on October 6th, I was just browsing Amazon Singapore for some other dolls and I randomly found him listed. So I was like, what? Is this like a third-party listing or is it an error? Because it's like a week before the actual release date on Mattel Creations. But after checking out the listing, it was indeed sold by Amazon Singapore themselves, so I just grabbed him. And it was such a big relief, because I think I was more relieved about not having to go through Mattel Creations more than me actually getting the doll. So yeah, that's how I got him. But anyways, he's almost out of the box, so I'm just here assembling the stand. And the great thing about dolls that come with jackets is that you could hide the waist clasp under their jacket, so it gives you a seamless look. And here he is in his full glory, so let's just take a quick 360 look of him before we get into the details. The stand does give a little bit of a bump in the back of his jacket, but it's okay, no one's gonna see the back. And I tried to color grade this video as best as I could, but he does come across more dark orangey on camera than in real life. Like, he's not this orange in real life, but he comes across very much that in the video. Before we get to Ken, let's take a quick look at Sugar herself. So she is very adorable. I love the sculpt, I love the fur details and the folds in the sculpt. She's made out of this flexible rubbery material, so she's quite squishy. Her painted expression looks a little bit weird though. It looks like she's worried or scared or something, so I wish she would have like a happier face. Then she also comes with a pink collar and this little locket in the shape of a bone. And everything is connected to this pink ribbon/leash. Moving on to Ken, so for his face sculpt and screening, it's pretty much exactly the same as all the other Kens in this series, especially the Ryan Ken. But he does have a tanned skin tone that is going way too orange on camera. His hair is pretty gelled all throughout and has this ash blonde shade with some lighter streaks mixed in there. Moving on to his outfit, so first up he has his tailored blazer or jacket that has these green ornate patterns all throughout. The lapels are also very nicely made. He also got faux cuff buttons on his sleeves. And also actual working little pockets. As well as a faux button that reveals an actual little plastic snap button underneath. After removing the jacket, we can also see that he has a white lining on the inside as well. And this little Barbie signature label. Overall, a nicely made jacket. Underneath, he got his pink polo shirt, and I have to admit, I think I'm more into the polo shirt than the jacket itself. I don't know, I just love polo shirts. I don't wear polo shirts, but I like looking at men who wear them, so I like them. It is also very nicely made. I love the button detail and also the collar, and it attaches with Velcro on the back. The polo shirt is not very long, but it's long enough to make it look like it's tucked underneath his pants. Moving on with his pants are also very nicely tailored and made. I don't know how to call this detail, but I love that dart that runs across in the front I love that part. I don't know how to call that in English, so please enlighten me if you do know. And it also has little working pockets on the side. The pockets on the back are not actually working, but they just have that little thingy stitched there to give the illusion of pockets. Finally, we got his shoes, so they're a pair of white loafers, and the sculpt is very nice. I love the stitching detail and the lace detail in there. Overall, his ensemble is not something I would actually wear myself, but something I'm very into if other people are wearing. In terms of articulation, he moves at the neck, the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists, the hips, and also the knees, but there's a knee protector in there, so I won't bend it on camera for now. And just like everybody else, he cannot spread his legs. So overall, my thoughts on this doll are pretty great. I think he's pretty awesome. You know, also because of the novelty that he was supposed to be made but never made, so now this is his redemption arc. We're finally getting him, so in that sense, he's also very cool. But at the same time, he's also very nicely made. That being said, I also have a few things that I want to point out for him that I wish were different. So number one, I wish that he would have had a different head sculpt. I would have preferred a closed mouth smiling Ken, because this kind of open mouth grin makes him look younger and not really fitting in with the vibe. You know, I think he's supposed to be a more mature, kind of classy kind of guy, so it's kind of missing that vibe with this toothy grin. Number two, I wish his hair would have been more silver. You know, I like this hair, but I wish it had more silver streaks in there and give him a bit more of a silver fox kind of vibe. In terms of the outfit, even though they're very nicely made, I still find them a little loose and a little ill-fitting because if we look at the original Sugar's Daddy Ken from way back then, you can see how nicely everything fits on his body. It's very snug. The jacket is snug. The shirt underneath is snug. But here, the polo shirt is also a little loose, and also the jacket is not really fitting in with him perfectly. It's still a little baggy, so I wish there had been more like body hugging. And that's pretty much it, you know. So those are not deal breakers per se. Those are just some of the things that I wanted to point out that could have really elevated this doll. Nevertheless, I really like him and I'm glad I got him. So anyways, that was it for my review on the Sugar's Daddy Ken from the Barbie movie. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Did you manage to get him? What are your thoughts on him? And whatever you want to say, feel free to comment below. And if you're into toy photography, make sure you also check out my Instagram page at Chaymie Creates for my toy photography work featuring Barbie, Disney, and more. Once again, thank you so much for watching until the very end, and I will see you all soon in my next video. Bye!